The earthly intrigue. In the not-so-distant future, Earth has become a bustling hub of interstellar interest. Its unique mix of cultures, technology, and charm has attracted countless alien visitors, but none as intrigued as the Zorians. The Zorians, a race of stunningly beautiful and sophisticated beings from a distant star system, have recently developed a fascination with Earth's most charismatic individuals, its Playboys. Our story begins with a well-known Earth playboy, David Ryder, whose reputation as a charming and adventurous spirit has reached the far corners of the galaxy. David is known for his knack for getting into thrilling situations, and his charm seems to know no bounds. Little does he know that his next adventure will take him far beyond the reaches of Earth's familiar environment. The Zorians, with their breathtaking appearance and advanced technology, find Earth's playboys fascinating not just for their allure, but for the unique qualities they possess. They are drawn to the boldness, charisma, and unpredictability of these humans. David, selected by the Zorians for a unique cultural exchange, finds himself on a spaceship headed to Zoria, a planet renowned for its ethereal beauty and advanced civilization. As David arrives on Zoria, he is overwhelmed by the planet's grandeur. The landscape is unlike anything he has ever seen. Iridescent forests, shimmering lakes, and towering spires that touch the sky. The Zorians welcome him with open arms, eager to share their world and learn more about this enigmatic earthling. Despite the initial wonder and excitement, David begins to sense underlying tensions. The Zorians, while friendly, are a society with strict traditions and high expectations. David's charm and easygoing nature are put to the test as he navigates through the complexities of Zorian culture and the expectations placed upon him. The Forbidden Bond. As the days stretched into weeks, the Playboy continued to explore the wonders of Zoria. The alien world revealed itself in layers of astonishing beauty and technological marvels. From the crystalline forests that shimmered with ethereal light to the sprawling cities with their sleek, glistening towers, every moment was a discovery. The Zorians, with their advanced civilization and welcoming demeanor, had shown him their most guarded secrets, and he was both humbled and awed. Yet beneath the surface of this seemingly perfect world, a shadow loomed. The Playboy began to notice subtle changes in the behavior of some Zorians. Whispers behind closed doors, furtive glances, and a general sense of unease that had started to seep into the once harmonious atmosphere. It was as if a storm was brewing, threatening to disrupt the fragile peace he had come to cherish. The Zorian who had been his guide and confidant, Ilara, remained a beacon of hope and warmth in the growing uncertainty. Her emerald eyes, which once sparkled with unbridled enthusiasm, now held a flicker of concern. She confided in the Playboy that there was a faction within their society that disapproved of his presence. This faction, known as the Obsidian Circle, viewed the Playboy's presence as a threat to the sanctity of their culture. The Obsidian Circle was a group of influential Zorians who clung to old traditions and harbored deep-seated prejudices against outsiders. They believed that the Playboy's influence could corrupt their society and disrupt the balance they had maintained for generations. Their whispers grew louder, and soon the Playboy found himself caught in the crossfire of political machinations he barely understood. Ilara urged him to be cautious and not to let the growing tension affect his perception of the Zorian world. She explained that while the Obsidian Circle held significant sway, there were many within Zorian society who valued the peace and collaboration they had built with Earth. Her warnings, however, only added to the Playboy's sense of isolation and uncertainty. Despite the mounting tension, the Playboy continued to immerse himself in Zorian culture, driven by a mixture of curiosity and a desire to protect the fragile peace. He attended elaborate galas, participated in advanced technology demonstrations, and engaged in philosophical discussions with the Zorians, all while keeping a vigilant eye on the shifting dynamics around him. During one such gala, held in the grand amphitheater of Zoria's capital, the Playboy found himself face to face with members of the Obsidian Circle. Their disdainful glances and whispered conversations did not go unnoticed. He tried to maintain his composure, but the weight of their disapproval was palpable. Ilara, ever his protector, stood by his side, offering silent support as the evening unfolded. Higela, a celebration of achievements and advancements, was a stark contrast to the brewing discord. The hall was adorned with luminescent flowers and holographic displays of Zoria's history. The Zorians moved gracefully through the crowd, their elegant attire reflecting the light in dazzling patterns. The Playboy, despite feeling like an outsider, marveled at the beauty and sophistication of the event. Yet the underlying tension was inescapable. As the night progressed, the Playboy's interaction with the Obsidian Circle became more direct. He overheard conversations about plans to undermine the peace between Earth, and the faction was not just talking about sabotaging his presence, but was considering more drastic measures to ensure that their traditional values were preserved. The Playboy realized that he needed to act swiftly to prevent further escalation. Determined to find a way to bridge the divide, he sought out influential figures within society who supported his presence and the potential for collaboration between their worlds. He met with scholars, engineers, and diplomats who believed in the positive impact of their relationship with Earth. With their support, he hoped to counteract the negative influence of the Obsidian Circle and reinforce the ties that had been so carefully built. Ilara continued to be a vital ally, helping him navigate the intricate web of politics. Her knowledge of the society's inner workings proved invaluable as they worked together to build alliances and counteract the machinations of the Obsidian Circle. Their shared experiences and growing bond added a personal dimension to their efforts, making the stakes even higher. One day, while exploring the archives, the Playboy stumbled upon ancient texts that hinted at a historical event similar to what was unfolding. The text spoke of a time when Zoria faced internal strife due to external influences, and how the society had managed to overcome it through unity and understanding. The parallels were striking, and the Playboy felt a renewed sense of hope. If had navigated such a crisis before, perhaps they could do so again. As the conflict between the factions escalated, the Playboy and Ilara continued their efforts to forge a path towards reconciliation. Their determination to preserve the harmony between Earth and was unwavering, even as the threats from the Obsidian Circle grew more pronounced. The Playboy's resolve was tested as he faced the realities of interstellar diplomacy and the complexities of cultural integration. The climax of this phase of their journey came when the Obsidian Circle made a decisive move, threatening to sever the diplomatic ties between Earth and Zoria. It was a critical moment that demanded immediate action. The Playboy, with Ilara by his side, prepared for a final push to convince the leaders of the importance of maintaining their alliance with Earth. The fate of their relationship and the future of society hung in the balance. As the tension reached its peak, the Playboy reflected on his journey and the profound impact it had on him. His experiences on Zoria had not only expanded his understanding of an alien civilization, but had also tested his own beliefs and values. The love he felt for Ilara and his commitment to the peace between their worlds had become the driving forces behind his actions. With the stakes higher than ever, the Playboy faced the ultimate test of his resolve and ingenuity. The next steps in their journey would determine whether the fragile peace could be preserved, or if the rift between Earth and Zoria would become irrevocable. As he prepared for the final confrontation, he remained hopeful that their efforts would lead to a resolution that would benefit both worlds and secure a future of collaboration and understanding In response to the mounting pressure, the Zorian Council convened an emergency meeting to address the situation. The Playboy and Alara were summoned to present their case and advocate for the preservation of the fragile alliance with Earth. The meeting was held in a grand hall adorned with intricate holographic displays depicting history and achievements. The sense of gravity in the room was palpable, and the stakes could not have been higher. As the meeting began, the Playboy took the floor, presenting a passionate plea for continued cooperation between Earth, and he highlighted the mutual benefits that both worlds had gained from their alliance, including technological advancements, cultural exchange, and diplomatic relations. He spoke of the potential for even greater achievements if they could overcome the current challenges and work together. The Obsidian Circle, however, was not easily swayed. Their leader, a formidable named, took the stage to voice their opposition. Arguments were laced with rhetoric that painted the Playboy and Earth's intentions in a negative light. He accused them of attempting to undermine Zoria's values and disrupt the delicate balance of their society. His words resonated with many, further inflaming the tensions. Despite the fierce debate, Allura remained a steadfast ally, countering arguments with well-reasoned points and evidence of the positive impact that Earth and the Playboy had made. She spoke of the genuine connections that had been forged between their peoples and the shared vision of a brighter future. Her eloquence and unwavering support provided a glimmer of hope amidst the growing discord. The meeting concluded with no immediate resolution, leaving the Playboy and Alara disheartened but determined. The council's decision was postponed, and the atmosphere of uncertainty continued to cloud their efforts. The Playboy knew that time was of the essence. The longer the crisis persisted, the more likely it was that the Obsidian Circle's influence would solidify and jeopardize their. In the days that followed, the Playboy and Alara worked tirelessly to strengthen their alliances and garner support from key figures within society. They reached out to influential leaders, scholars, and diplomats who had previously shown a positive inclination towards Earth. Their goal was to build a coalition that could counteract the Obsidian Circle's efforts and advocate for the preservation of their alliance. During this period of intense diplomacy, the Playboy found himself increasingly drawn to the Zorian culture. He immersed himself in their traditions, participated in their ceremonies, and engaged in philosophical discussions that broadened his understanding of their worldview. His genuine interest and respect for Zoria's way of life helped him forge deeper connections with those who were open to collaboration. One evening, while exploring a remote corner of Zoria, the Playboy stumbled upon an ancient Zorian temple. The temple was a marvel of architecture, with its towering spires and intricate carvings telling stories of Zoria's past. Inside, he discovered artifacts and texts that revealed the history of Zoria's struggles and triumphs. The knowledge he gained from these discoveries provided him with new insights and strategies for addressing the current crisis. As the Playboy and Alara continued their efforts, they faced increasing resistance from the Obsidian Circle. The faction's attempts to sabotage their initiatives became more aggressive, and they spread misinformation to undermine the Playboy's credibility. The challenges they faced tested their resolve and forced them to adapt their strategies to navigate the shifting political landscape. Despite the obstacles, the Playboy and Alara remained committed to their mission. They knew that the future of their alliance and the well-being of both worlds depended on their ability to overcome the crisis. Their dedication and perseverance inspired those around them, and their efforts began to yield positive results as more Zorians voiced support for their cause. As the time for the Council's final decision approached, the Playboy and Alara prepared for the crucial moment that would determine the fate of their alliance. The resolution of the crisis was within reach, but the outcome remained uncertain. The Playboys' determination to secure a future of cooperation and understanding was unwavering, even in the face of adversity. The tension in the air was palpable as the council gathered to announce their decision. The Playboy and Alara waited anxiously, their hearts filled with hope and apprehension. The outcome of this pivotal moment would shape the future of their worlds and determine whether their efforts to preserve the alliance would succeed or falter. The council's grand chamber was a sight to behold, a convergence of alien architecture and earthly design, reflecting the unity of two worlds. The chamber's walls, adorned with shimmering patterns of light, seemed to pulse with anticipation as delegates and observers from both sides gathered to witness the momentous decision. The air was charged with an electric tension as the fate of the Earth Alliance hung in the balance. The Council's leaders, including Vorin and Alara, took their places at the central dais. The Playboy and Alara stood beside their allies, their faces a mixture of hope and apprehension. Vorin's gaze was steely, his resolve evident in his stance. He had been a significant obstacle, but the Playboy and Alara were determined to turn the tide in their favor. The council's spokesperson, a dignified Zorian named Leora, called the meeting to order. Her voice echoed through the chamber, calm yet authoritative, as she began by acknowledging the importance of the decisions to be made. The atmosphere was somber, with every delegate keenly aware of the implications of their choices. Leora began by recounting the history of the alliance between Earth and Zoria, highlighting the achievements and progress made over the past years. She spoke of the shared goals, the technological exchanges, and the cultural enrichment that had benefited both worlds. Her words resonated with many, reminding them of the promise that their collaboration had held. The stage was then set for the debate. Vorin took the floor first, his rhetoric impassioned as he outlined the reasons for his faction's opposition. He accused the Playboy and Earth's representatives of manipulating Zorian sentiments, asserting that their presence had destabilized Zoria's society. Vorin's arguments were sharp and persuasive, designed to appeal to those who feared that the alliance might endanger their way of life. Ilara followed, countering Vorin's claims with a compelling argument for unity. She presented evidence of the positive impact that Earth and the Playboy had made on Zoria, emphasizing the mutual respect and genuine connections that had been forged. Her voice carried a sense of urgency, urging the council to consider the long-term benefits of maintaining the alliance rather than succumbing to fear and division. The Playboy took his turn, delivering a heartfelt plea that spoke to the core of their shared humanity. He spoke of the bond that had developed between him and the Zorians, describing the personal growth and mutual understanding that had emerged from their interactions. He highlighted the cultural and intellectual exchanges that had enriched both worlds, painting a vivid picture of a future where their continued cooperation could lead to even greater achievements. As the debate progressed, it became clear that the council was deeply divided. The Obsidian Circle's influence had created a schism, with some members swayed by Vorin's arguments, while others were moved by Ilara and the Playboy's plea for unity. The tension in the chamber was palpable, as every delegate weighed the consequences of their vote. In a bid to break the deadlock, Leora proposed a compromise. She suggested that the council could agree to a trial period during which Earth and Zoria would work together under closer scrutiny. This period would allow both sides to demonstrate their commitment to the alliance and address any concerns that had arisen. The proposal aimed to provide a solution that would satisfy both factions and maintain the possibility of a lasting partnership. The idea of a trial period was met with mixed reactions. Some delegates saw it as a reasonable solution that could help rebuild trust and foster cooperation. Others, however, viewed it as a temporary measure that might not address the underlying issues. The debate continued with passionate arguments from both sides. As the discussion unfolded, a sense of weariness began to settle over the chamber. The stakes were high, and the weight of the decision was evident in every delegate's expression. The Playboy and Alara, though hopeful, knew that the outcome was uncertain and that their efforts had not yet reached a resolution. Finally, after hours of deliberation, the council reached a decision. The trial period was approved, with conditions that would ensure transparency and accountability. The Playboy and Alara were relieved, but knew that the real work was just beginning. They would need to navigate the challenges of the trial period, demonstrating their commitment to the alliance and addressing any remaining doubts. As the council session concluded, the Playboy and Alara exchanged a look of determination. The trial period was an opportunity, albeit a challenging one. They understood that their continued efforts would be crucial in shaping the future of their partnership. With the decision made, the Playboy and Alara set out to implement the terms of the trial period. They knew that they needed to reinforce their alliances, address any lingering concerns, and showcase the benefits of their collaboration. The road ahead was fraught with challenges, but their resolve remained strong. As they prepared to embark on this new phase of their journey, the Playboy and Alara drew strength from their shared vision and the support of their allies. The future of their alliance was uncertain, but their commitment to fostering understanding and cooperation remained. Shadows over. The trial period was in full swing, and the Playboy and Alara were deeply immersed in their new responsibilities. The atmosphere on Zoria had shifted slightly, marked by a cautious optimism mixed with underlying tensions. The trial period provided a framework for continued cooperation, but it also placed additional pressure on both Earth and Zoria to prove their commitment. The Playboy and Alara began by strengthening their connections with key figures in Zorian society. They organized joint ventures, showcasing the technological marvels of Earth and the cultural richness of Zoria. Events were held to promote mutual understanding, with Zorian artisans collaborating with Earth scientists and vice versa. These efforts aimed to highlight the benefits of their alliance and counter any lingering skepticism. Despite these efforts, the Obsidian Circle continued to cast a long shadow over their activities. The faction, having lost the initial battle but not the war, sought to undermine the trial period at every turn. They spread rumors and propaganda, fueling distrust, and highlighting any minor mishaps or misunderstandings as evidence of the alliance's failure. One evening, as the Playboy and Alara reviewed the progress of their initiatives in a secure conference room, they were interrupted by a sudden alert. A critical piece of Zorian technology, a device essential for one of their joint projects, had gone missing. The disappearance was a serious blow, as it jeopardized the success of the trial period and provided the Obsidian Circle with ammunition to attack their efforts. Alara's face was pale as she reviewed the security footage. The footage showed the device being stolen by a cloaked figure whose identity was obscured by advanced stealth technology. The Playboy's heart sank as he realized the implications of the theft. The missing device was a symbol of their collaboration, and its loss could be perceived as a deliberate act of sabotage. Determined to uncover the truth, the Playboy and Alara launched a discreet investigation. They enlisted the help of trusted allies within the Zorian government and Earth's diplomatic corps, working together to track down the thief and recover the stolen technology. The investigation led them through a series of tense encounters and narrow escapes as they navigated the treacherous landscape of Zorian politics. During their search, they discovered that the theft had been orchestrated by a splinter group within the Obsidian Circle. This faction, dissatisfied with the trial period's terms, aimed to create chaos and discredit the alliance. The Playboy and Alara realized that their efforts to salvage the situation would require not only recovering the stolen device, but also exposing the Obsidian Circle's manipulations to the broader Zorian population. As they closed in on the thief, they encountered unexpected allies. A group of disillusioned Zorian citizens who had grown weary of the Obsidian Circle's divisive tactics offered crucial assistance. These individuals, inspired by the Playboy and Alara's dedication, provided information and resources that proved invaluable in their quest. The climax of their investigation came during a dramatic confrontation in an abandoned Zorian warehouse. The Playboy and Alara, with the help of their new allies, cornered the thief and recovered the stolen device. The thief, a high-ranking member of the Obsidian Circle, was apprehended and revealed the full extent of the faction's scheme. His confession included details about their plans to sabotage the trial period and incite conflict between Earth and Zoria. With the evidence in hand, the Playboy and Alara returned to the council with a renewed sense of urgency. They presented their findings, exposing the Obsidian Circle's attempts to undermine the Alliance and revealing the true nature of their sabotage. The revelation sent shockwaves through the council, causing a significant shift in the political landscape. The council's response was swift. The Obsidian Circle's influence was significantly diminished, and the members involved in the sabotage were removed from their positions of power. The council reaffirmed its commitment to the trial period, emphasizing the importance of unity and cooperation. The Playboy and Alara's efforts had not only salvaged their alliance, but also strengthened it by rooting out corruption and fostering transparency. In the aftermath of the scandal, the Playboy and Alara focused on rebuilding trust and reinforcing their collaborative projects. The trial period continued with renewed vigor, and the successes of their joint ventures began to overshadow the earlier challenges. The public, inspired by the resilience and dedication of the Earthling and the representative, grew more supportive of the alliance. As they looked toward the future, the Playboy and Alara felt a deep sense of accomplishment. Their journey had been fraught with obstacles, but their perseverance and teamwork had paved the way for a more robust and enduring partnership. The trial period had proven to be a testing ground for their commitment, and their success had laid the foundation for a brighter future for both Earth and the Playboy and Alara's bond had only grown stronger through their trials. Their shared experiences had forged a deep connection, one that transcended the boundaries of their respective worlds. As they prepared for the next phase of their alliance, they knew that their journey was far from over, but were confident in their ability to face whatever challenges lay. A rift in the stars. As the trial period on continued, the alliance between Earth and seemed to be solidifying. The Playboy and Alara worked tirelessly to strengthen their partnership, and the once troubled waters now appeared calmer. Yet beneath the surface of this fragile peace, tensions simmered, hinting at new threats that could jeopardize their hard-earned success. One day, as the Playboy and Alara reviewed the progress of their joint projects, a distress signal interrupted their meeting. The message, intercepted from a deep space relay, was a cryptic warning about an impending threat to the Alliance. The signal was traced back to a remote outpost on the edge of territory, a location known for its isolation and secrecy. With little information to go on, the Playboy and Alara decided to investigate the outpost personally. They prepared for a journey that would take them far from the safety of capital, navigating through uncharted regions of space. Their departure was shrouded in secrecy to avoid alerting any potential enemies or creating unnecessary panic. As they approached the outpost, they found it eerily quiet. The once bustling facility, crucial for monitoring external threats and maintaining communication, now stood abandoned. The Playboy and Alara cautiously explored the deserted halls, searching for clues about the mysterious signal and the reason behind the outpost's sudden silence. Their investigation revealed a troubling discovery. The outpost had been infiltrated by unknown agents, and vital equipment had been tampered with. The evidence pointed to a covert operation designed to sabotage the alliance and disrupt the trial period's success. It became clear that the threat was more significant than they had initially anticipated. Further analysis of the intercepted signal revealed that the threat was linked to a shadowy group operating from the fringes of known space. This group, known as the Nebula Syndicate, had a reputation for sowing discord and chaos among interstellar civilizations. Their motives were unclear, but their actions suggested a desire to undermine the stability of the alliance between Earth. Determined to uncover the Syndicate's intentions and prevent any potential disaster, the Playboy and Alara coordinated with intelligence and Earth's space fleet. They launched a covert operation to track down the Syndicate's base of operations, a task that required navigating through dangerous territories and engaging in high-stakes diplomacy. Their journey took them to the edge of known space, where they encountered hostile environments and treacherous conditions. They navigated through asteroid fields, evaded space pirates, and deciphered ancient star maps. The Playboy and Alara's resourcefulness and teamwork were tested to their limits, but their determination to protect their alliance kept them going. One significant breakthrough came when the Playboy and Alara facilitated a summit involving representatives from Earth and various neutral factions. This summit was designed to address the broader implications of the alliance and to establish a framework for ongoing collaboration and conflict resolution. The event was a major success, resulting in the signing of several agreements that laid the foundation for a lasting partnership. As the alliance grew stronger, the Playboy and Alara turned their attention to fostering cultural exchange and mutual understanding. They organized joint events, including art exhibitions, scientific symposia, and cultural festivals, which showcased the rich diversity of both Earth. And these initiatives helped to build bridges between their peoples and fostered a sense of shared identity and purpose. Despite the progress they had made, challenges continued to arise. The Playboy and Alara faced opposition from fringe elements and extremist groups who sought to exploit the alliance's vulnerabilities for their gain. They remained vigilant and proactive, working with intelligence agencies and security forces to address potential threats and to ensure the safety and stability of their partnership. Their efforts culminated in a historic event, the official declaration of a new era of interstellar cooperation. The declaration was marked by a grand ceremony attended by leaders from across the galaxy, celebrating the achievements of the Earth Alliance and reaffirming their commitment to peace and collaboration. The Playboy and Alara were honored for their contributions, and their story became a symbol of hope and resilience. In the aftermath of the ceremony, the Playboy and Alara reflected on their journey. They had faced numerous obstacles and adversaries, but their dedication to their mission and their unwavering belief in the power of unity had prevailed. The alliance between Earth had become a beacon of hope for the galaxy, demonstrating the potential for cooperation and understanding, even in the face of adversity. As they looked toward the future, the Playboy and Alara knew that their work was far from over. The galaxy was a vast and complex place, with many challenges and opportunities yet to be explored. They remained committed to their vision of a united and harmonious interstellar community, and they continued to work towards that goal with passion and determination. Their story, marked by bravery, diplomacy, and resilience, served as an inspiration to others, and as a reminder of the power of collaboration and mutual respect. The Playboy and Alara's legacy would continue to shape the future of their alliance and to inspire future generations to embrace the values of unity and legacy of the alliance. As the alliance between Earth had solidified, the Playboy and Alara's efforts began to bear fruit in ways that extended far beyond their initial expectations. Their story had become a legend, a beacon of hope that inspired countless individuals across the galaxy to envision a future where cooperation and mutual respect triumphed over conflict and division. The galactic community had taken note of the unprecedented success of the Earth-Soria alliance. The principles of unity and shared prosperity promoted by the Playboy and Alara began to influence other regions and factions. Diplomats and leaders from various worlds reached out to Earth and Zoria, seeking to learn from their experiences and to explore opportunities for collaboration. One such initiative was the creation of the Interstellar Unity Council, an organization designed to foster dialogue and cooperation between diverse civilizations. The council aimed to address common challenges, share technological advancements, and promote cultural exchange. The Playboy and Alara were invited to serve as honorary members, and their insights played a crucial role in shaping the council's goals and strategies. The Playboy, now recognized for his diplomatic acumen and charismatic leadership, found himself in a new role as a global ambassador for peace. His travels took him to distant star systems and fringe planets, where he advocated for the principles of the Earth-Soria alliance and worked to resolve conflicts through diplomacy and negotiation. His reputation as a bridge builder and problem solver earned him respect and admiration throughout the galaxy. Ilara, on the other hand, continued her work as a cultural envoy and liaison. She organized intercultural festivals, art exchanges, and scientific collaborations that showcased the rich heritage of Zoria and its contributions to galactic knowledge. Her efforts helped to foster a deeper understanding and appreciation between different species, breaking down barriers and building lasting connections. Their personal lives, though still deeply intertwined, had evolved with their new responsibilities. They maintained a close and supportive relationship, finding solace and strength in each other amidst the demands of their public roles. Their love, once seen as forbidden and controversial, had become a symbol of the power of genuine connection and shared purpose. However, the Playboy and Alara's journey was not without its challenges. The galaxy remained a complex and dynamic place, with new conflicts and issues arising as old ones were resolved. The Playboy faced resistance from factions that saw the Interstellar Unity Council as a threat to their autonomy and influence. Alara encountered skepticism from cultures that were slow to embrace the values of cooperation and mutual respect. Despite these obstacles, the Playboy and Alara remained steadfast in their commitment to their mission. They continued to engage with skeptics and adversaries, using their experiences and insights to address concerns and find common ground. Their dedication to diplomacy and their unwavering belief in the potential for positive change kept them focused on their goals. As their influence grew, the Playboy and Alara began to see tangible results from their efforts. Interstellar trade flourished, cultural exchanges deepened, and collaborative scientific projects yielded groundbreaking discoveries. The once fractured galaxy was slowly transforming into a more interconnected and harmonious community. In recognition of their contributions, Earth and Zoria honored the Playboy and Alara with the Galactic Peace Medal, a prestigious award given to those who had made significant strides toward fostering unity and understanding across civilizations. The ceremony, held on Zoria's radiant capital world, was a grand celebration of their achievements and a testament to the enduring impact of their work. The Playboy and Alara's legacy extended beyond their own time, influencing future generations of leaders and diplomats. Their story was taught in schools and celebrated in literature, serving as a reminder of the possibilities that arise when individuals work together for a common purpose. Their journey had set a precedent for how diverse civilizations could come together to create a better future for all. As they looked back on their journey, The Playboy and Alara were filled with a sense of fulfillment and pride. They had faced immense challenges, navigated complex political landscapes, and overcome personal struggles. Through it all, they had remained true to their values and had achieved something truly extraordinary. Their story was a testament to the power of collaboration, the strength of shared vision, and the enduring hope for a brighter future. The Playboy and Alara had not only forged a lasting alliance between Earth and Zoria, but had also paved the way for a new era of interstellar unity and cooperation. As they continued their work, they knew that the road ahead would be filled with both opportunities and challenges. But with their unwavering commitment and the support of their allies, they were confident that the principles of unity and cooperation would continue to guide their efforts and shape the future of the galaxy. Their legacy was one of hope, inspiration, and the enduring belief in the potential for positive change. The Playboy and Alara's story was a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the power of collaboration and mutual respect could overcome the greatest of challenges and create a future of boundless possibilities.